Alright, so we are still in Prescott today, here on Revisiting History. Today we are at the Solstice Mesa Petroglyphs. It's pretty easy parking, got a nice parking area, and of course, trail. Usually these places are going to have a lot of trails. The petroglyphs are always going to be in pretty significant areas for the Native Americans. Already hearing some lizards. A little warm out today, not terrible though. See, this is the trail. It's the Black Hawk Connector inlet, and we are right by the parking lot, so it looks like it's not too terribly far. Let's go take a look. Alright, so here we go up the trail. See what this place is like. See if we can get some petroglyphs up here. See how they look compared to the hohokam. This trail passes through private property. Please stay on the trail. So that trail is private property, I guess. Let's get up here. This trail's really well maintained. We're in a really nice neighborhood too, so that might have something to do with it. You can see most of the city from up here. Vista View Trails, the Porcupine Trail. Alright, so we're coming up on top of this little mesa here. Now the goal is to find where the petroglyphs are. Look over that way, you see it's really pretty. Real easy to access. Ooh, spider web. Those are always fun to run into. See the lake? It's gonna be Watson Lake, I believe. Just there yesterday. Beautiful place. Unfortunately, there were lots of kayakers. Had to hit the trail instead of fishing, but you won't hear me complaining. I like a good hike. It's nice trees. Whole trail's very, very well paved. Not paved, but maintained. Let's see over here. No petroglyphs yet. I feel like I find myself saying that a lot. Oh, here we are. What's this? Maybe a petroglyph? Not like any I've seen, but very worn. Maybe, I'm trying to see where they would be. Not seeing a great deal of petroglyphs. Nice little site here. Looks like a campground, or maybe I'm wrong about that. Got a in loving memory sandy sweet boxer. Let's see what it says here. Prescott Park 7. Breaks down the different petroglyphs they have here. Very simple as opposed to some of the ones we saw in Maricopa County. You see the celestial bodies. Those ones are the ones that I think are really, really intriguing. Complex sun symbols, 3 concentric circles, sun wheel forms, sun symbols, circles and radiating lines, radial forms. So very, very different from the ones we've seen. The ones that we've seen are much different structures. See another beautiful one here depicting some celestial events. You see almost like 2 suns, it looks like. Look closely here. We've seen this one in the hohokam too. It looks like almost like a blooming flower, and the next to it is the sun. So a lot of very similar hohokam imagery that we're going to see here. Let's go down this way a little bit, take it down, and then we'll wrap back up along the mountain up there. I think there might be some more. Petroglyphs, man, these have become one of my more visited, and I'm definitely more interested in these things than a lot of history, just because there's not a lot known, and they're very, very old markings, and we always try and figure out what they mean. As historians, you're always wondering what the past was like, why people did what they did, right? Normally in like the white tanks, you see them on these type of rock formations. We're gonna go ahead and try and see if we can see anything up here. It doesn't necessarily appear to be anything. Again, could be from the weathering, could be from just not actually being there in the first place, but you never know what you're gonna find. A lot of these are really marked up here. They all have little numbers next to them describing what they're believed to be. Again, we don't know what the petroglyphs always are. Usually we don't ever know what they are because of the fact that they're, of course, the people who made them aren't here, right? We're just left with the remnants. Just to mention, this trail is really beautiful. It's got a lot of benches on it, so if you want to come up here and just enjoy the view, not so much into the history, but you like a good view, this is the place, man. Come up here. It's an interesting looking hole in that rock. Alright, maybe a lizard. Not too afraid of lizards. Unless they're the Gila monster. Apparently, though, the Gila monster actually, unlike a snake, from what I understand, it actually has venom in all of its teeth as opposed to the fangs of a snake. But let's go and wrap it around. Looks like this trail basically takes us all the way through the mountain. Alright, so this is a beautiful site. We got to see some petroglyphs that are really unique in the manner that I've seen. Got one last spot up here to check out, but this is the place, man. It's a nice little hilltop where you can see most of Prescott. Definitely come up here and check it out if you get the opportunity. It's a gem. I know even some of the residents haven't necessarily seen this place, so get out here and check it out. Very beautiful picnic tables, benches. Got the little thing over here. I don't know what this is. Oh wow, so this is going to break down exactly what we're seeing. So we see Williams Peak over there. Come over this way. This is to the north, exactly north. You got Sawtooth Peak, Hearst Peak, Bill Williams Mountain, all that way. The Granite Dells right over there. That's where Watson Lake is. You come look at this one. Tells you exactly about the elevation of these mountains too. You got Granite Dells again, Minkus Mountain, Kendall Peak, and then Watson way over there. So kind of breaks it down. It's pretty interesting way of doing it. And again, this is a solstice site, so pretty important on those times of the year for certain religions, certain people. But I think there's one more petroglyph that I saw on the way over here I want to take a look at. Looks like an imagery of a person or something. That's the one right there, if you can see it. It's kind of it looks like a human, like a humanistic figure, and other than that you can't really tell exactly. Maybe dancing, moving of some sort. But that's the last one I saw up here. I'll take a look and get out there, like I said, revisit history. Alright, so we're wrapping up the Solstice Mesa Petroglyphs. Again, a very beautiful site, man. If you want to get out here and see these places, petroglyphs are not forever. They disappear. The water and the wind and time, most of all, does the damage to these things. If you don't get out here and see them, particularly the petroglyphs, they're not protected, indoors or anything. Other than the ones inside, if you want to see these, they're going to go away eventually. That's why we get out here and we see these things. We record them. Get out here, revisit some history. Pay some respects to the Hohokam. Pay some respects to the Yavapai, right? The Tohono O'odham. All the tribes that made these things possible in the first place, their ancestors. So get out here, revisit some history. Go ahead and check out the website if you want. We have archived photos, videos, merchandise coming. Fear of the Gila t-shirts, revisiting history mugs, Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Revisiting History.